And we welcome you back to our coverage of this Little League World Series, brought to you by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. Two teams who are 1-0 going against one another in this one. And youngsters enjoying a comfortable summer day. 5-0 Georgia leading it. Wednesday night baseball on ESPN at 8 Eastern. The Twins are going to take on the Texas Rangers. And a couple of division leaders in that one. Then the Boston Red Sox, they will take on the American League East rival Tampa Bay. ESPN Sunday night baseball at 8 Eastern. Brian Dunsing and C.J. Wilson set to go in the Wednesday game. John Lackey and James Shields on the Sunday game. And at the plate, Garrett Hogan. Hogan came on to play defense in the last half inning, and now will get his first at bat. Ball. Hogan will take that outside for a ball. Gilliland just outstanding. 6 strikeouts, no walks, 3 hits, no runs off him. Protective swing, and we'll get a leadoff batter on. Guglielmi down at third. Caught a little bit on the inside hop there, and it will be an error, but it gets a runner on for Ohio.
Well, a swing that he wasn't so sure, oh my gosh, Mike need to get out of the way, but he turned his body out of the way, but it also put the bat in the way. And that kind of gave him a little bit of an optical illusion down there at third.
Oh, that hit him. Well, 2 on and nobody out. Omar Garcia-Parra, who's joined us here at the Little League World Series this season and has been working games.
He texted me after we called him a human rain delay. He said, I couldn't be a rain delay. I swung at the first pitch. You guys are doing great. Thanks for being so kind. Besides, you know that stuff worked. He was a .300 career hitter. He's got something to brag about.
Got the numbers to back it up.
He's been a great colleague so far here and on the big league games. A lot of great insights. Fun to work with him, especially for me when you work with a pitcher and a hitter. You get the contrasting views. And we have such great respect for each other. We can argue about things and poke a little fun and still talk about stuff.
Shutter fouls that one back. Right off the screen, right into the booth. Hit so hard he had to wrap his arm.
Oh, that hurt the other arm.
Can't go reaching like that.
Oh.
Runner on at first and second, and that will be taken away. 1 and 2, courtesy of replay.
Gary, don't mess your hair.
I didn't. It's a good presentation, so they knew they got it. 1-2 pitch will miss. Well, is this the inning Ohio gets back into this game? They're down 5-0. We're in the 5th inning of a 6-inning game. They've only picked up 3 hits. They have had an error and a hit batter here. Shutter's on for the first time. Alex Shutter getting his first at bat, and he's going to get a base hit into right field. Matthew laying up. The runner's coming through, and it's trapped. And is tagged out.
Without the ball. He dropped the ball. Pick the ball up then. Hogan! No, go!
What a tough play right there. He not only ran through a sign, he ran into his coach and was knocked off balance, so he got caught in no man's land.
Well, it's a tough play all the way around. You get emotional. You're here at Little League World Series. You get really excited and just looked right through the sign, and then he jammed his little shoulder right into that shin. That's going to be sore.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing to make an out and be a little bit embarrassed after being so excited, but then to get hurt at the end of the play, that doesn't feel good at all.
All we got to do is be able to hit our spots, okay? We're just trying to get outs right here, okay? So we're not worried about these runs. We're worried about getting outs, okay? All we got to do is 5 more outs, okay? So just be able to hit your spot. Think about what you're doing, okay? All right, here we go.
Just a reminder, they've got the lead here at 5-0, so all you're looking for is some outs, and boy, so far, he's been able to find them.
Well, he's had an outstanding outing so far. You know, there's a rally going on here. The base running kind of helped him, but up to this point, he's been mowing them down.
Shutter got the base hit. Runners on at first and second with the first out recorded at third base. Stevens has picked up 2 hits in the ball game as he's got a double and a single. Landon Stevens stranded both times he got on and takes a strike on the outside corner. A very tough break for Ohio. They could have the bases loaded and nobody out. See what they did with the 16 runs on 15 hits and what a difference an opponent makes.
Ball.
That's going to miss down low. 1 ball, 1 strike count.
Well, the thing about those 16 runs in their first game, it gives them some confidence that they can come back. They know that if they can just get it moving, they can start a train that can score some runs.
They've got the top of the order here. That's down to third and foul. Hamilton, Ohio, Little League that is
swing. Let's go.
50 years old now. And unlike most teams, this Hamilton, Ohio team, they do not select an all-star team at the beginning of the Little League season. They wait till late into their season, which is midsummer, before they select their all-star team. They have an invitational where they invite the best teams from Ohio to come play against their Little League. And they watch how those players do against the rest of the state's all-star teams and then make the selection for their all-star team.
Waiting as long as possible can be really good and advantageous to some of the kids that might go through a growth spurt, or all of a sudden a light bulb goes on with something, and all of a sudden they are one of the better players and deserves to be on the team.
1-2 delivery to Stevens. Second base, Tanner. He's got it.
Well, no infield fly rule there because it was not routine, even though it was caught by an infielder who was under it. The umpires didn't rule that it was a routine play.
Good defensive play in this game for Georgia's also made a difference. I mean, they played the complete game. Gillian's been outstanding on the mound. Their defense behind them's made a couple of nice plays, and more importantly, perhaps they've made the plays that should and need to be made. Breaking ball that swung on and missed. Cole Heflin, the opposing pitcher, has struck out twice, and he has been a very good hitter for this team.
And we are one swing from making this a tighter ball game. It could be 5-3 here in a hurry.
0-2.
Some good actions out there on the mound, though. He got himself in a jam, but he is focused, he's intense, and he really is picking up on a little phenom on the glove. If the phenom can get out of this jam.
Here's the 0-2. Worth a try. Ahead in the game, ahead on the count. See if you can get the call or get the hitter to chase one. Catcher will move back into a strike zone setup now. 1-2 delivery.
Well, Troy Gillian on the mound has one of the best uses of his lower half of his body that I've seen in Little League baseball in a long, long time. You watch the action on this young man's legs. The back leg goes back, and he has his power form. It's just amazing that he is coming down that hill and using his lower half the way he does. He's going almost off the mound with his forward action towards home plate, which is fantastic. So many Little Leaguers arch their back and actually almost stop and just use their arm when they learn how to pitch, but he uses the lower half of his body very, very well, as you would do it actually in high school, college, and then up into the big leagues.
Ball. Had him ducking away, and the pitch that came back in, but it does not catch the strike zone. Ohio trying to keep this rally going with 2 down in the 5th inning. 5th of our 6-inning regulation game. Georgia leading at 5-0. So Ohio needs some runs right now. 2-2 delivery. He's out in front of it, but it'll end up on the screen.
Sure. Oh.
This is the kind of two-out hit that could really put some spirit back into this Ohio team.
Take your time. Hey, hit your spot.
75 pitches, maximum of 85. Probably looking at a reliever in the 6th inning sometime.
Eflin fighting off pitches. 2-2 delivery again doing. Into left. Next Carter. And gets under it and puts it away. The battle won by Gilliland again, as there are a couple of runners left on. An error hit batter single, but they cannot convert. It's still 5-0.